Good morning everyone, I'm here in Hellesdon after a lovely bank holiday weekend celebrating my daughter's 16th birthday, but it's back to the grind. On this one I'm here cleaning a concrete pad. We've got a fish pond, so we mustn't use any chemicals near the fish pond. I'll turn you around and I'll take you on a little tour. As always, sort of setting up the water tank. Machine's already, water is getting ready to go. It's crucial always to get that first thing because you never know what the water pressure is going to be like. Well, I'll turn you around, you can see. As you can see, got a bit of sandstone. Good concrete pad. Around here you've got the fish pond, so I won't be using any chemicals. There's only fishes in there. Apparently he said he see 5 at the weekend, he wasn't too sure. Gonna go sort of very gentle on here. And then we've got to come down and do this path. So it's just a concrete pad and path. So down here I'm going to use a bit of hypo. I will give this a little clean in here. Give that a nice little tidy up. And all up here. This is just moss. So yeah, if you haven't liked and subscribed, hit that subscribe as it helps out my channel massively. So that'd be fantastic. And turn around. Go down here. So yeah, that is a job. So it's mainly all concrete with a little bit of sandstone on the steps and that little back patio. So what I'll do, I will get you all set up on the tripod and we'll get ready to get this job bashed out. I'm not feeling it today, but I must get on. Right, let's get set up. If you find this content useful, why didn't you hit that subscribe button just down there in the bottom left corner, and maybe drop a like and drop a comment.
Here you can see me applying the hypo with the Pro Foam combined with the switch tip, and the switch tip is on setting 2. Here you can see me having a rinse down. I use a water broom 80 degrees nozzle. As you can see, I am now going to apply a Biocide treatment with the Pro Foam and the switch tip. Well, we've all done here. I have done a Biocide treatment on this top half, but not down near the pond and down the path. Of course, you don't want no chemicals down on the path, in all fairness. So I'll turn you around and see what we have. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Indian sandstone, and these bits, they are not black spots. They are fossils within the stone. So yeah, they are fossils. You can keep going over with hypo, and it will not budge because it is fossil. As you can see, at the end I'll put some before pictures so you can see what it's like. That's around the shed. Down, so all around here, that's had a Biocide treatment. Just look at this patio down here. That was green, very green. So there's a pond I was talking to you about. I've done around here, but it's okay. Not the best, but as you can see here, I had to be really careful because I don't want to go in too hard with the turbo and knock all the real jointing out. So there is some bits there, but the customer's more than happy because they did not want any chemicals, and also they wanted to be careful on the sort of rejointing as well. So unfortunately, that is the best I can do. You can only do what the customer wants, and the results will reflect. Along this path here, no chemicals was used up until here. I put a hypo treatment on here, all along here, and this bit up here was insanely mossy. So yeah, all in here was really mossy, and look at that, beautiful. Oh, look at them, aren't they nice? Don't know what these are called. It's a very nice garden with some nice flowers. That's why it's a bit cautious with the chemicals. I've done all the way up here. These paths along here, along and up to this shed up here. So yeah, like I said, hypo on the top half up until that wall in the plant. And then on the right hand side, near the shed, the garage and the path and the patio, I've done a hypo and a Biocide treatment. So over time, this will become a lot cleaner. Look at that. And all the windows are washed and cleaned, old school squeegee. insane results, to be honest, to what it was. And then a little step. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't, hit that subscribe and maybe drop a comment. Where are you watching from? And what content would you like to see? Do you like music, more talking, or just me not to talk and just get on with the job? So maybe drop a comment what you like to see. So yeah, there isn't a lot else I can say, but I'll put some before and after pictures up at the end, so stay to the end to see them, because the before pictures are pretty minging, and I can only do what I can do to that pond. Like I said, new hypo around these bits here. But yeah, thanks for watching, catch you in the next one.